Well, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. This is Hans, sales manager over at Camping World in Tulsa. This is the Winnebago Vista LX that we've been talking about. It does have an exterior TV underneath there, quite a bit as far as storage, but I know most of the questions came from the interior. Nice and quiet in here. Yeah, the generator's actually running, and even with the door open, it's very quiet. So, we have two swivel chairs that will face backwards. There's actually a table that goes here in the center as well. You can see it's brand new. It hasn't even been shown a whole lot, so that's the plastic on that. That comes out to fold a nice table down for any type of laptops, anything of that nature. And then you have a drop-down bunk. That is power. That goes up and down. Your booth dinette that turns into a bed. Quite a bit of storage even behind the booth. And you'll see cabinets all the way along. Ooh, one of my favorite parts, the J-Lounge sofa. Of course, this does fold back and slide under there, and just for a little bit of storage. And then, of course, this does turn into a very large-sized bed once this is folded out. It goes fairly close to even the fireplace. Fireplace is nice too. You don't have to use gas, so it's electric. It'll pretty much heat this entire place without even having to use gas. Of course, it's a Vista LX, so the top of the line for the Vistas, everything from your TVs to a little bit of artwork hung around everywhere. Full residential refrigerator, one of my favorite parts. It's got an ice maker. And of course, large storage. For being just a 2-door rather than a 4-door, it is a full-size fridge, so it is big. Now, one of the questions I know you were asking was about the convection oven. This does have a regular oven, and typically when you have something like that, they don't always do the convection microwave, so that is just a large microwave oven. It's not a convection. And you're going to have the dual stainless steel sinks. Nice pull-down faucet. Quite a bit of storage up above. And then, of course, it is a bath and a half. So, here's your counter for your sink in there. Vanity that opens up. And both of the commodes in here do have the sprayers, which typically you see on the higher end models just to help keep things clean. Bedroom is nice, storage above. There are actually some lights under there. I didn't have those turned on. Now, you also have the TV back here and lots of storage to either side of that. Quite a few drawers. And then you'll see on the front and back, you have these large sliding doors. So that is into the bathroom as well as separating it off from the rest of the coach. As you can see, that'll slide across there. And the bathroom in the back. The vanity is much larger on this one. Nice power outlets and storage. And the shower itself is actually one of my favorites. It's larger, so rather than even just a rectangle, it's a giant, basically square, but hopefully it comes across in here, it's actually very, very big. Even has a sunroof for a little bit more headroom. Or a skylight, I should say. Now, not sure if you really could see this much, but you can see the initial factory retail on this one's $178,394. It's well equipped. It's a great deal. Just needs to find the right home, and hopefully, Steven and I can be the right guys to help you figure it out and show everything on it and make sure you're comfortable in buying a motorhome. I think he's one of our better guys. We've done a lot of training with their guys now, and Steven's picked up a lot of it, but between him and I, we'll make sure you know how everything works. And we have a walkthrough coordinator that's very well versed in these as well, that we can get involved and make sure that when you take off, you'll know all the ins and outs of your coach. All right, thank y'all.